Hey crafty friends, welcome back to my channel and my craft room. I'm Kelly Wigger and I'm super excited to have you here. In this video, I'm going to be showcasing a brand new release from Spellbinders that just came out today. It's called Through the Meadow Collection by Susan Tierney-Cockburn, and I'm going to be featuring the Lavender Mountain Daisy Die set. I'm super excited about that. So let me bring in the card I made. I made a 5x7 card today, which I rarely do, but here it is, really pretty. I was inspired by a card that I saw on the Spellbinders website, so that's where my idea came from. I don't know who created it, but this is my card for today's project. So super cool. I love the realistic flowers, so I'm going to show you how I make that. So I hope you stay tuned to see how I bring this card to life. Alright y'all, for today's card project, here are the following main supplies that you'll need to bring this card to life. Spellbinders was kind enough to send me these 3 items to create with, and I can't wait to share them with you. I'll be working with the brand new release from Spellbinders, including the Lavender Mountain Daisy Dies, the Through the Meadow Sentiments, this is a really neat BETTERPRESS plate and die set, and then the beautiful, wildly beautiful 3D embossing folder. Here it is, really cool. I love Spellbinders embossing folders. I love how big they are and they emboss so nice. So those are the three items from the new release. And then to add even more detail, I'll be bringing in some older dies from my collection. I'll be using the Queen Anne's Lace and Ladybugs etched dies. We're going to be using the adorable little ladybugs here. And then I'm going to be using the Black Alder etched dies to create the berries, and then the notched corner frames to frame everything beautifully. There will also be a few more tools and supplies that I'll be using along the way, and I'll point those out as I go. If you'd like to check out any of these products, I'll have my affiliate link listed below. Shopping through my link will help support my channel at no extra cost to you, and I truly appreciate it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the card making fun, y'all. I'm starting out with this gorgeous Treasured Gold assorted cardstock pack. It's one of my favorites. By the way, I had to speed up this video quite a bit since it would have been over an hour long. And let's be real, I don't even have the attention span to sit through that long of a video. But don't worry, I'll walk you through all the important steps. Okay, I did some die cutting off camera with my Spellbinders paper trimmer. I'm getting out my Mighty Mr. spray bottle and treating the cardstock off camera, giving it a light mist to help prevent any cracking. This little step makes such a difference, especially when working with embossing folders. Next, I'm going to place the cardstock inside the embossing folder and carefully line up the card panel to ensure it's positioned just right. Then I'll run it through the Platinum 6 die cutting machine, following the instructions for 3D embossing folder, because we're using a 3D embossing folder here. Check out this beautiful embossing, the texture and the detail. Oh my goodness, it's just gorgeous. I love it. It's time to bring in this beautiful gold glitter cardstock once again, along with the notched corner frame dies. I'll be using 2 dies from the set to create the perfect base for my floral arrangement. This frame is where I'll be placing the flowers, and the gold cardstock is going to add such a beautiful touch. I'm trying my best to save as much cardstock as possible, since there are only 3 sheets of this gorgeous glitter cardstock in the pack. Good thing I know where to grab more quickly. I'll have it linked below in my description box, along with my affiliate links for both Spellbinders and Amazon, in case you need to stock up. Now I'm just running everything through my Platinum 6 die cutting machine, cranking it through, and now we have a beautiful gold frame. It's going to add such a nice touch to the design, and I love how it's going to make the florals pop. I brought in the card there for a second because I just wanted to make sure I was picking out the correct frames. Let's go ahead and put the die back so we don't lose it, and then grab the next one. Now I'm getting out my hammer mill cardstock, which is going to be the base for the flowers, and running it through my P6. This will give me the perfect foundation to build the floral arrangement and keep everything nice and sturdy. I just love using this cardstock, y'all. It die cuts amazing and holds up really well, especially when layering. And now that's done, it's time to grab the embossing folder once again because I'm going to emboss the main layer where the flowers will sit. Y'all, I just love to emboss. It's so fun. I just love how much texture it adds. It really takes the design up a notch. Embossing always gives that extra bit of detail that makes everything pop. And it'll really make the flowers stand out even more. I'm bringing back out the Mighty Mister to lightly mist the frame we just cut, which helps prevent any cracking. Now I'm going to run it through my P6 following the instructions for a 3D embossing folder. Remember, it's super important to follow the correct sandwich setup so you don't accidentally damage your embossing folders. Alright y'all, the die cutting and embossing is all done, and I've already die cut all the flowers in advance. I also went ahead and colored 2 flowers already. I just wanted to show you how I created one along with the berries and the branches that hold them. Now I'm going to speed up the coloring part and put on some music so you don't have to hear me talk or explain my basic coloring skills. Because let's be real y'all, I am not a colorist. Alright y'all, you know at the beginning of the video where I mentioned that you'll need some other tools and supplies to create this card to really bring it to life? Well, this is one of them. I really wanted to talk a little bit about this kit because it is such a game changer for flower making. This is Susan Tierney-Cockburn's toolkit. It has everything you need to add realistic dimension to your die cut flowers. It really does. It has ball stylus for shaping petals, tools for curling edges, and so much more. It has scissors, tweezers, so much. It really helps bring these flowers to life. So here I am shaping the flowers to make them look even more realistic, and you can really see how much of a difference it makes. I'll have this kit linked in the description box below in case you're interested in checking it out. Do you use any special tools for shaping your flowers, or do you just go with what you have on hand? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what works for you. I'm getting out my hammer mill cardstock once again and my Spellbinders paper trimmer to make a 5x7 card. Y'all, it's very rare for me to make a 5x7 card, so this is definitely something different for me. I usually stick to A2 or slimline sizes, but with all the things that are going onto this card design, I really wanted some more space. It just needed some more space to make all the things shine. I just love how sharp and precise this paper trimmer cuts, y'all. It glides right through the cardstock so smoothly, giving me clean edges every time. No fraying, no rough spots, just a perfect cut. Okay, now that the card base is all done, I'm going to bring in my trusty bone folder here. This is going to help smooth things out and reinforce that fold. I always like to run my bone folder along the crease to make sure I get a nice crisp fold without any cracking. So a good clean fold makes such a difference, especially when working with thicker cardstock. It's time to assemble the card. And y'all, I had a bit of a tricky time lining these layers up, just to be real with y'all. For some reason, something just felt so off, and no matter how I adjusted it, it wasn't quite sitting right. You'll see me fidgeting around trying to find the right placement, and honestly, it's driving me nuts. But after a little bit of shifting and adjusting, I think I finally found the right spot. Sometimes it just takes a little extra patience and maybe a deep breath to get everything lined up perfectly. Okay, that was giving me a bit of anxiety there. So it's time to add the frames and get everything lined up. We're almost on the home stretch here. These were actually a little bit easier to position compared to the card layers. I used my Spellbinders tape runner to adhere them down. For the layers, I'm using my Barely Arts glue, which is perfect for securing all the little details. Placing the flowers was super easy this time because I was actually following a card design from the Spellbinders website. Having a reference really helped take the guesswork out of arranging everything, and I loved how it's coming together. Now I'm adding the branches and the berries, and I'm going to show you how I add a little dimension to the berries to really bring them to life. I love adding little details like this to my designs. It's really fun. So I'm going to get out, after I glue the berries down, I'm going to get out this stuff called glazing glue. You can find it on the Spellbinders website. I also found it on Amazon. I'll have it linked below also. And so I'm bringing in my cute little ladybugs that I colored in. So fun. And so now I'm getting out the glaze and glue to add some dimension to the berries and the ladybugs to really make them pop. I just thought that was something fun to do. I like to add little details like that to my cards. I really had to bring in the cute little ladybugs because, of course, they're not just adorable, they're also helping to keep the aphids away from the flowers. Love how these tiny elements add so much character to the card. And now I'm bringing in some yellow pollen to add to the centers of the flowers and just tapping off the excess there. Getting in my little vacuum and pick those up. I love that little desk vacuum. It's so helpful. So now off camera, I went ahead and I hot foiled the sentiment. And that is through the Meadow Sentiments BETTERPRESS plate and die set. All right, crafty friends, that wraps up today's card project. Check out this fab card as I finish putting the sentiment down here on the front of the card. I just love how it turned out, y'all. The layers, the texture, and all the little details came together so beautifully. I had so much fun putting this one together, and I hope it inspires you to get crafty too. So when giving this to somebody, I think I will be hand delivering it, as I don't want to ruin all that work I just did shaping those flowers and all the texture and everything on this card. I don't want to flatten it at all. So I think I will be hand delivering to somebody. If I do send it to somebody in the mail, I would probably put it in a padded envelope or something like that to preserve it. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Whether you're here for some inspiration, learning new techniques, or just love watching card making, I'm so grateful for your support. Oh, and I'm sorry if you heard dogs in the background. I said in a video or two ago, we did get a new furry friend, and well, he's young and very energetic and always barking at the neighbor's dogs or something. So sorry about that if you hear him in the background. I don't think the microphone's picking him up, but sorry if he is. So if you're interested in any of the products I used, I'll have my affiliate links listed below in the description box. Shopping through those links helps support my channel at no extra cost to you, and I appreciate it so very much. Every little bit keeps me creating and sharing fun projects with y'all. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'm getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. That is one of my big YouTube goals right now. Every like, comment, subscribe truly helps, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you who show up and support my channel. Y'all are the absolute best. Again, thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me. If you recreate this card or try any of these techniques, let me know in the comments or tag me on social media. You can find me as Kelly Wicker Cards and everything. So I'd love to see what you're making. So until next time, happy crafting, and I'll see y'all in the next video.